What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? King Steve Arias coming at you guys for another exciting episode, guys, today. And today I've talked about Battlefield 1, I've talked about Titanfall 2, and today, guys, we are going to go ahead and talk about none other than the next Call of Duty installment, Infinite Warfare. Now, I have made quite a few videos talking about certain aspects of the new Infinite Warfare. So I'm going to go through a couple of things. Number one, I'm going to talk about campaign, what we know about the campaign, what we know about the multiplayer, and what we know about the zombies mode. Now, obviously, there's not a ton that's been released about any of this stuff. Obviously, the most information that I'll be able to give you is on the campaign and what I think of the overall campaign. And I'm just going to give you guys my thoughts and opinions upon this overall thing. And you guys can just take what you want from it, okay? So, first of all, I want to say this as well. I feel like this game will be okay. I don't feel like it's going to be trash. Some people feel like this is awful, but you know what? Some people just don't like that sci-fi thing, and that's understandable. Going into space, but this is something that I also think people need to realize is just because it's in space doesn't mean that it's going to be entirely in space. And by this I mean this game is going to be on different planets. Okay, I don't know if people realize this or understand this, but most of the fighting I don't think will take place in actual space. I think most of the fighting will take place in on planets, okay? Because they're fighting over planets. In case you guys don't understand the overall story, let me give you a synopsis of what the overall game or story is about. There's apparently Earth, okay? And Earth owns different planets around the solar system, okay? And on these different planets have certain resources. Now, there's a fascist group that is rising up against the overall Earth government, or I don't know if it's an Earth government. I mean, I guess technically it could be a different type of government, but anyways, government in general, and it's rising up and it's taking over these different planets to take over the resources. So now Earth is fighting because some of these resources are extraordinarily vital. They're very important. They're like water and food and stuff like that they need in order to survive, to help their people. And that's what this overall game is about. That's the campaign. That's the overall story. Which means, to me, at least in my opinion, that a lot of this fighting is going to be on land. I Now, different environments I take you, it's not going to look like Earth. Some of it might be completely weird and odd, but it doesn't mean it's going to be like a moon. Like if we have settlements on these different planets, then it's going to look civilized. It's just going to be maybe different architecture or different planets or different things like that. Like, I think that this is an extremely ingenuitive way of just kind of implementing different and weird ideas into Call of Duty, like being able to have a planet that's just we've only dreamed of and putting it in here. It's a way of really incorporating sci-fi into Call of Duty to a way where you can make it a little bit more different than Black Ops 3, but at the same time retain the seriousness. And I feel like this is just such a smart idea, and I don't think people grasp this. I don't think people fully understand that this is what they're going for. I think people think this, and this is also what I want to say as well. I will almost guarantee you 100% there will be no space battles in multiplayer. There will not be ship on ship action. The people have made it very clear. Activision and Infinity Ward have made it very clear that they want to stay true to Call of Duty. So a lot of people are like, well, we're going to be up there fighting space and multiplayer and stuff. And it's like, no, no, we won't. There might be a couple, like, maps on ships. Like, I'm not denying that there might be, and there might even be some zero gravity areas, which would be really cool. But what I'm trying to say is that you won't be fighting, like, ship battles. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to go to shit. Like, you're not going to be fighting another ship. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is not going to be a part of the multiplayer. And I think that's what some people are like, oh, it's going to be a part of the ship. So, the overall story is that, the campaign just looks really cool. I liked, at the E3 trailer, they showed a grappling hook. That looked pretty awesome. Don't expect that in multiplayer, by the way. I'm just putting that out there. Do not expect that in multiplayer. So, I mean, that's the overall story. Naughty Dog, by the way, I've mentioned this a lot, but Naughty Dog is creating the campaign. I am just... I am psyched out of my mind to see what Naughty Dog has in store for this story, because they are brilliant writers, brilliant people making a story that Call of Duty, and I don't know. I feel like this story is going to be the best, if not one of the best, um, Call of Duty campaigns ever. Like, this is my opinion. But anyways, getting on with it, guys. So you've got Naughty Dog, and it's just, oh, like, the campaign, if anything else, to me at least, I think the campaign will be worth the money, at least for me. And then also we have the multiplayer. So we've got the multiplayer, and like I said, I do not expect to see I do not expect to see anything like that. Now, as far as we know, as far as the weapons as well, this is kind of interesting. There's supposed to be more weapons in this game than any other Call of Duty before. Now, this makes me a little hesitant, not gonna lie, because the problem is we are probably I'll guarantee it, we are going to see supply drops in this new game. We are going to see it. Now, will we see it in the Modern Warfare remastered? I hope not. I hope not, because that would be stupid. But I think in Infinite Warfare, it's pretty safe to say that we will. Okay, it's a flourishing thing. Activision is profiting off of it, so why the heck not? You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like they will, and there's going to be a ton of weapons. And are they going to be the variations of weapons? Are they going to be more? They haven't specified exactly. But from what I've heard, it seems like there's going to be a ton of different weapons, and that's a good thing. And like I said, it's going to be a bad thing, because that's just more supply drop weapons that they can use. You know what I'm saying? That might be something that they're thinking about, and that would be very terrible. But anyways, as I move on here, guys, as I come through here, the thing of it is, and zombies, of course, is just zombies. I don't know. We haven't really heard anything about that, except it's a zombies mode and it's Infinity War. I actually made an entire video on that, my ideas for that whole thing. But, like, the thing of it is, guys, I think that we really need to give this game a chance. I think we need to think about this and just be like, you know what, we haven't seen much of the multiplayer. Once we see the multiplayer, if you guys absolutely hate it, then don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't get it. There will be a beta. I'll almost promise you there's going to be a beta coming out. So, anyways, guys, if you guys like what you see here, hit that like button, please. It just means so much to me. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you think it's going to be bad? Do you think I'm an idiot? What do you guys think? Leave me a comment in the section below. Hit that like button. If you wouldn't mind subscribing, guys, it just means the world to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys very soon, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye, guys.